Modern phones are perfect. Too perfect. They take incredible photos, they never lag, and somehow they feel soulless. So I went backwards, all the way back to the first iPhone SE. It's tiny, it's outdated, and honestly, it might be the last iPhone that actually felt human. But nostalgia lies, it tricks you into thinking that old equals good. So I spent a few days with this thing to find out if it's still good, or I just miss being happy. So I bought this phone used off of CEX, and the description says, the most powerful 4-inch phone ever. I could say the same thing about myself, without the phone part. A beloved design, now with more love, whatever that means. But I'm dying to find out what the 4 inches actually feels like in my hand. As you can see, the box is massive, and it's completely beaten up. It's cooked. Just like this table. I don't know why it's got so many stickers, but if we open it, wow. The boxes today are like half the size of this, that's weird. And then of course we get a third-party cable and a plug. Apparently it's a luxury to have a charger these days. The design is crazy, the rose gold is gorgeous. The volume buttons are just 2 circles with a plus and a minus. How cool is that? The bottom has the fattest speaker grills I've ever seen, and in case there wasn't enough holes, there's also the headphone jack. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
I can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
I love it. It's beautiful. So I sat down in my jungle chair, yes, that's what I call it, to finally see what this piece of nostalgia is really like. And immediately, I did feel a sense of nostalgia. My fingerprint scanner just decided to give up. But then I made it to the home screen and the sweet memories. iOS 15. How the hell did this phone get 6 years of software support? I have no idea. And speaking of the home button, this was the last phone to have a physical home button that you can click. Unlike the iPhone 7 that used vibrations to make it feel like you're clicking it. And why does that matter? The old notification panel looked pretty cool until they changed it to the liquid glass update, and they made it look all weird and stretchy. I didn't even know this, but even back then you could just adjust the brightness of the torch, and on camera the selfie looks like a Terminator. And well, since the light is on, let me just show you my room really quick. I have a shopping cart full of boxes, the usual, a t-shirt hanging from the ceiling, at least it's not me, and a picture of my dad. I love my dad. And lastly, an unfinished puzzle under my bed. You're welcome for the useless information. Alright, here's a fun fact. If you go to add an alarm and scroll all the way down, you can actually get to the end, so it's not an infinite loop. And apparently, you can still do that. As I kept scrolling, I realized that this phone is built different. It's built from aluminium. Don't tell me how to pronounce it. Which is the same as the iPhone 17 Pro, which apparently gets scratches if you just look at it, which got downgraded from titanium. But is that a downgrade, or is that just going back to the old roots? Well, the real answer is,
I like money!
SE stands for Special Edition, as they took the insides of the iPhone 6s and put it in the body of the iPhone 5s, because apparently a lot of people still preferred 4 inches. And apparently so do I, because when I tried it for a day, I was genuinely shocked at how good it felt. The night before, I made sure to charge my phone with the good old lightning cable, and that sounds dusty. So today I have an actual mission for this phone. I have a bag of random cables and chargers that I want to recycle. Now for this mission I will need Apple Pay to travel. I will need Google Maps because I don't know where I'm going, and I'm not going to use Apple Maps. I'm going to need some entertainment for the journey, the most productive one being Instagram Reels, and maybe some games and Spotify. And most importantly, I'm going to need this phone to last me more than 5 minutes. Can it do that? Well, let's find out. One of these phones has to go to the recycling center, an old HTC phone or a Nokia 6300, and sorry HTC, but your time has come. I made sure to add my card to Apple Pay to make sure you could still even do that, and I don't want to spoil too much, but that's literally the first thing that I did after a full charge. Google Maps installed perfectly fine. It didn't even care that I was using a 9-year-old phone. I set my destination and it was time to begin my journey on this phone, and I was genuinely shocked at how smooth the menu was. No lag whatsoever. This reminded me of a video that I did about the Galaxy S6, which is a phone from 10 years ago, and that phone aged like actual ass compared to this iPhone. Every menu lagged, and Google Maps was so slow that it would actually help you get more lost than you were before. But not the iPhone. Everything was just I lost like 20% in 10 minutes. What is going on? Maybe I could